Conformity. Conformity is a social influence that involves a change in belief or behavior in order to fit in into a group. The term conformity is used to show an agreement that is brought by desire to be liked. Most people conform to survive within ourselves. A study that was conducted in the 1950s was established and was called the Asch experiment by Solomon Asch. This was a famous experiment designed to test how peer pressure would affect the judgment of a test subject. Within an experiment, if only one person disagrees, it is more likely to resist peer pressure. However, if there is a larger group of people, it wouldn't be hard to resist.
The reasons the study was done about conformity was to examine main motivational reasons such as the desire to be socially accepted and avoid rejection and conflicts. Also, the need to accomplish group goals, establishing and maintaining self-concept / your social identity. The alignment of with oneself similar. People conform on a daily basis, such as clothing trends, political movements, and religious groups. Some examples of negative conformity include peer pressure, for example, to drink, to smoke, cult mass suicides, and group silence within families' dysfunctions.
Our hypothesis is that we think that the person will conform because they will feel like since everyone else is doing it, that they should follow and do whatever the group is doing also. A person is most likely to conform in a situation like this because whenever a big group of people is doing something, regardless of what it is, we as people desire to be socially accepted by others and not to be the odd one out. Specifically in this experiment, because everyone else in the room is standing every time a beeping sound is made, it is only right for the person to conform because everyone else is doing it.
The method for this experiment is that social conformity requires a group of people and a single individual conforming within the group. Now, the procedure that we're taking this from is from the Asch experiment itself, which is applying to the majority rule, which is that group members in any kind of group must conform in some way before the whole group can successfully reach any decision.
Imagine yourself in the following situation. You signed up for a psychology experiment, and on a specified date, you and a few others whom you think are also participants arrive and are seated at a waiting room. You don't know it at the time, but the others are actually associates of the experimenter, and their behavior has been carefully scripted. So, you're the only real participant. In this experiment, a group of people stand at the sound of a beep. When a newcomer walks in, this puts the experiment of the power of conformity into action by testing to see if they will bend to the rules and follow the rest of the participants. Here you can see the test subject clearly confused by what's going on. However, it doesn't take a long time before he follows the group as well. In the second part of the experiment, the test is to see if the first test subject will continue to stand at the beep when he is the only one left with a newcomer. Again, the power of conformity experiment rings true when the second newcomer follows this first test subject as well.
Summary results. The individual ended conforming and influenced others to conform as well. As we were doing our research, we found 4 factors that can influence people to conform. The first factor is gender. Women are more likely to conform than men due to personality traits, different views, social status, and situational forces. The second factor is age. Adolescents are more likely to conform than mature adults due to taking life as a risk and the desire to feel accepted by their peers. The last factor is ethnic groups. The ethnic group or ethnic groups that can conform are African Americans as well as minority groups because of rational centrality. And lastly, the last factor is the size of the group. The bigger the group, the more likely a person will conform because they don't want to feel isolated from everyone else.